Far off in a space between time, a corner of our universe, near its end, lies a place myth calls the Bridge Between Worlds. This cosmic hub is where universal beings can meet each other as they cross paths through what's called rifts. Not much is known about void-driven rifts themselves other than that they are a seemingly uncontrollable cosmic event able to carry things across existences. Not unlike wormholes. Every 100 years, a special rift opens here that calls upon that which brings bounty and sage to the new world. Aptly named the Legends Rift, this highly sought-after event offers crossings from alternate worlds, some dying into a lush new one. A magical water planet named Evergale, which is widely believed to harbour far more bounty than any other world, or rather, better than the seemingly random outcomes of the smaller void rifts which universal entities use to travel locally. The Bridge Between Worlds, a crossing point of many bodies, most meant to be regulated, but some slip through the cracks. Now, what used to be a vibrant and bustling city was taken under the spell of an evil cosmic traveller on a mission to rule the Paradise world. A dark hooded wizard who the now enslaved residents refer to as Nun, or he with no name, Nun. This entity arriving solely in order to steal the bounties from the rare rifts in search of endless power and riches. With his magic, the Dark Hood was able to surprise the city, leaving it defenseless, while using it to control the rifts to some degree, shutting off additional help from arriving in order to sit and prepare for the main event. But he would not be going into the legendary rift alone. By using the Void Rifts, the no-named wizard was able to call upon the earth, shaking aid of 5 terrible titans, each from its own reality. After promising them salvation, Nun ordered the titans into the new world to help him enslave anyone who might occupy it. First, there was Eikthyr, a giant elk-like beast from a planet of pure thunder that constantly shakes the terrain. Second, the Elder, a master of illusion from the tallest of wooded planets. After him is Bone Mass, a towering mass of flesh and marrow from the most grotesque of dimensions, a world of pure sewage. Fourth is the Moder Dragon, a terrible beast whose frozen galaxy was long taken over by its cult following. And then there is Yagluth, the last of the known titans, a cosmic giant able to summon power from the stars themselves. All amassed, Nun is ready to take the next world. Now it's just time to wait. Legendary rifts have been steadily appearing at the Bridge Between Worlds every 100 years since the dawn of light. The evil wizard, of course, had knowledge of this, and only had to wait a few years after amassing his army of titans to take the next world. Once the time came, the city drew back. The enslaved, unsure of their fate as their new master steps through the void. No one is able to tell what happened to them after the curtain closed, though, with the wizard and his titans having breached the violent swirling mass of ripping space. It is said that the ancient civilization is still there, frozen in time, waiting for their evil ruler to return. It is unsure what happens whilst entering an event's horizon. Some scholars claim that time would slow down and speed up all at once. However, for the evil hood, images flash of the vibrant paradise, its ancient kingdoms and islands ripe for the taking. The Dark Lord lands posing as a new king and ruler, the one who will liberate the land of its artifacts, as his titans burn and enslave the villages around him with ease. It seems, at least for now, that the new evil king has taken over the paradise. For not another 100 years, a new rift of legend would open. About half of this century, the Dark Hood's titans would rule most of Evergale with a hellish will. commanding monuments and structures to be built in their names. In doing so, however, this eventually gave the poverty and famine-stricken slaves the idea to instead secretly build the temples as a way to trap the beast behind the tyrant wizard's back. When the time came, the bravest of Evergales' heroes gathered to topple the Titan Empire, sealing them in their temples and returning the lands, more or less, back to their normal state. For the time being, they were finally at peace. A few wars and some faction changes later, a time that belonged back to man as the demoralized Dark Hood was nowhere to be found. Little did the people know he was just hiding in his impossible floating fortress in the clouds, waiting for his moment to enact revenge. And as the century came to an end, it was time for the new rift.